Let's go. This trade's now up 3,400%. Wow. This phantom trade needs to go the other direction, though. Not good right now. I'm going to go live on, obviously we're going live here a little bit early, but I'm going to go live on my TikTok here. Give me a second to get everything set up. Just bear with me for a second, please. Thank you. So, I have the no button. I still need to go live on TikTok. I forgot about that. This Lena trade is having fun, I think. Let me just look at something. Yeah, it's breaking out right now on this Lena trade. So that's a good sign. I like what I'm seeing on Lena. Alright, so I am still getting set up. If you guys have altcoins you would like me to look at besides Lena, let me know. I think Lena's the top gainer today on Mex Global. I don't know how to. So here's what I do have going for me right now. I have this button, the no button. Every time someone requests a coin that I think I would not buy or that I would not buy, I'll just hit the no button. It's kind of fun. I don't know, but so that's what I'm doing. I don't know how long the stream's gonna be. It depends how many people join, show up, but right now I'm looking at Lena. I'm also looking at a Phantom short possibility, and that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. The 1 minute for Phantom is kind of flagging out, but at the same time made a lower high sort of. It's kind of sketchy to be in this short, but I am in the short with a stop at 248, and then I'm also obviously in this Lena long that I've been talking about in the last few hours. So that's what I'm looking at right now for the markets. Those are the only two trades I'm in, but I'm open to looking at other coins as well. So let's go over and hit Bitcoin and start on the daily chart. So here's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. I am so happy when I look at the TikTok screen and actually see more than 0 likes. I appreciate that, guys. Keep it up. So right now, Bitcoin is at $25,900. Stock RSI would suggest you get to move up. The Inkimoki Cloud indicator would say that you're not really bullish until you break 27.7. I think I said that yesterday. The 4-hour chart, though, for Bitcoin is overbought, making a lower high. So a 4-hour chart would suggest that you are still going to at least make one lower low before you go higher, which would be a move below 25.3. Now, here's the interesting thing. You do have a double bottom, which I've talked about, I think a few days ago I talked about that. That's trying to act as support. So you have decent support at 25,400, we'll call it. But also, the more times you test the support, the more likely you are to break it, just like to the upside, just like here. Lena right here was testing 14 as resistance. Eventually, it kept testing it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and then finally, basically on the 5th time it broke through it. That's when I was going to add to my position earlier today, but I didn't, so it's okay. I'm still making pretty good money on it. But going back to Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart, if you have, I would say this, if Bitcoin has one more test of 25.3, 25.4, it's likely you break it to the downside. To the next downside target, my stop is, or my next target would be 22.9. That'd be a capitulation, and a lot more alts could bleed out. A lot of alts are in bear flags, Phantom being one of them, which I'm currently in a trade in. Although it's kind of breaking to the upside out of this, but it wasn't a bear flag for a while. There's other ones like Matic, which I believe that's also no bear flag. Gala, I know Gala isn't a bear flag if you zoom out to the 4-hour time frame. That's also trying to break out. So maybe the market wants to move to the upside. 8-hour chart, I know for Bitcoin has bullish divergence. So going to the 1-hour chart for Bitcoin, I know I'm all over the place today. A 1-hour chart's also overbought. So if Bitcoin doesn't get above 26,500, I'm I'm really not bullish on Bitcoin on the smaller time frames even. 15-minute chart made a lower high for Bitcoin. So to me right now, Bitcoin has to break 26.5 to be bullish. If it doesn't, there's really no argument for a bull scenario. Some alts are trying to get a bounce, probably a dead cat bounce or something. But again, and then to the downside, like I said, if you revisit 25.4, I believe you're going to break that because at some point the support can't hold forever, and then you could see 22.9, which I would like lower prices on Bitcoin to accumulate more, and also just a short on the way down. But I'm also surprised. Going back to Lena, that's the Bitcoin scenario. So if this, then that. But obviously, Bitcoin goes up or down. Bitcoin or altcoins will probably follow it to some extent. But most altcoins, yes, some are getting a bounce, but most aren't doing this well. This one is up now, I think 40% in the last day, 24 hours. On the new day, it's at 5%. So Lena coin still, like I said, in this bullish pennant, bull flag. It's not really a bull flag because it's moving to the upside. You had your big move up, so that's your pull, and then you got your bull flag pennant. Which a pennant's like a triangle that's sloping upwards a little bit. So that's a bull pennant. They break up 68% of the time. And right now, I think it's trying to break up and retest this area of support at 17 or 17.3 and move up higher. We'll see. Obviously, it could. Maybe it'll fail, but that's what I'm looking at right now for Lena. If you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know. And my stop loss is 14.6, although, yeah, that's where my stop is on that. What's my average position size on Gala? So on Phantom, I'm not even looking at the right coin. On Phantom, what's my average price? My average price entry is 2435. So I better move that up because I DCA'd into this twice. So that's why it's different. So appreciate Kelsey for coming on. Appreciate the likes. If you guys are new, appreciate if you hit the like and follow or subscribe if you guys are watching on YouTube. Join our Telegram group. It is free to join Crypto Boss. Well, actually, the link is to join that is in the description. And go follow my new TikTok account. It's not the one that's live right now. It's Crypto Boss Angel with 2 W's. I'm trying to make that my main account. But Kelsey says, "What's up, boss? How's XCN looking? XCN looking? Crow? I don't know." So, anyways, we'll look at XCN. Is that a request? I don't know. Is this a request? I don't know, Kelsey. But let's go look at XCN. I'm going to use the Max Global chart. Oh, Lord. I believe this was the one I shorted from a while back, and I got bored of it because it was going down slowly. Maybe not. I don't know. But this thing looks straight down. So I get to use this thing right now. I hate to say it, Kelsey, but would I buy this token just based on the daily chart? No. Personally, no, but we will dissect this a little bit more. Appreciate the follow, Irvin. So if there's a request on TikTok, let me know. And the 4-hour chart is overbought, making a lower high. That's also a bear flag. Pretty freaking simple. I wouldn't short this anymore because I think there's better assets out there to short, and it's just low liquidity at this point because obviously there's a lot of... When I zoom into the small time frames, I know there's going to be candles that aren't completely filled. And also when you get wicks after wick, even on the higher time frames, like if I zoom in, when you get wicks like this on the higher time frames, to the same levels, you know that's not normal price action. You know it's probably going to go lower. Let's just see what the measure move would tell us, though. So let's go back out. And also measure move would take you to a negative price. It probably is going to go to 0, but it can't go in the negatives. So I would say that's invalidated. That move is invalidated. But I will say this. I didn't want to do that. You just delete that, and maybe... what you would do is that last wick high, that would be your measure move. Either way, that measure move would take you down to 5.6. So you definitely could short that. That'd be a nice short, actually, a 50% move or something like that to the downside. But at the end of the day, it's about 42% drop coming in for XCN, more than likely. And usually it's only 68% chance to fall to the downside, but once in a massive downtrend like this, I'm not saying it's guaranteed because it's not. Nothing's guaranteed in crypto or any market, but it's very likely that does play out eventually. 42% drop possible coming for XCN. So to me, if you're in a short, great. Print some money, but if otherwise, to me, stay away from XCN. It's just too illiquid for me to probably want to go into. I'm doing better on Phantom and stuff like that, but this would be an easy short play in my humble opinion. Not financial advice, but it would be look, just all these crazy wicks. So it's very low liquidity. I'm trying to stay away from coins like that. Phantom getting the dump that I wanted. Again, I'm glad it is. So, appreciate the follow, Sith Lord Poppy. So yeah, it is a request. So Crow, oh, it's Crow, Crypto.com coin, and CHZ. So all right, so Crow is the next request. Sorry, that took a long time to look at that coin, probably too long. So Crow, we'll try to get through these a little bit quicker so we can do more requests if there's more. Crow right now, it looks like you're approaching a major local low at 5.3. You had support back here on the 12th of December, back here. So to me, that's a major support zone. Yeah, it looks like you're going to break that too. Let me go to the 3-day chart. Wow, Crow could be in for another tumble. Also, it was support back here on the 26th of December. So to me, Crow could be seeing more downside action. This chart doesn't have anything below that, but Crow is bearish to me right now. 4-hour chart is, what's the 4-hour chart doing? 4-hour chart's trying to make a higher low, but at the same time, that's a rounded top for Crow. So I would say it's going to make new lows on this next global chart. I bet on other charts there's more downside action. 1-hour chart is just getting started for a move to the upside, so that's a good sign. But Crow looks bad to me. The other one was CHZ. So would Crow be one I would be buying right now? No. So Crow, so that's a no. So 0 for 2 right now. CHZ. All right. So I tell you right now, would this be one I would buy?
No.
I mean, we're 3 for 3 on no's, but the only reason I say that is because you're in a bear flag on the 1-hour chart. I thought that was a daily chart, but either way, daily chart looks horrible too. At some point, you probably need to bounce. Yeah. The next support is where it came out on Crypto or on Mex Global. So to me, even this one is looking horrible. Wow, man, if you're trying to accumulate long term. Sorry about that. If you're trying to accumulate long-term at these levels on CHZ, to me, then this is an okay place to buy. But for a trade or a long, I'd say no. Weekly chart is oversold, though. The daily chart is oversold. That's a good sign. But the problem is there's no bounce. 4-hour charts, like I said, 4-hour chart is overbought now, making a lower high. And there's nothing to show for it. In fact, that's almost a bear flag on CHZ. So, yeah, like I said, this is not one I'd buy. Maybe if you're investing long term, then never mind. But for a trade right now, there's no reason to buy this, in my humble opinion. Not financial advice, but measure move to the downside would take you down to 394. 1-hour chart, yeah. So to me, CHZ isn't a bear flag. Measure move could take you, possibly. This could be one I would take a short on personally. Actually, I might take a short on CHZ. So this one has enough liquidity where I could do it. I just want to have, I'm not trading big enough money to have a problem with worrying about getting out with the money I'm trading, but still, I like to trade coins that have some liquidity. So 42% measure move to the downside. I don't know how much leverage you can use on CHZ on Mex Global, but that is a measure move to the downside. So that is not looking good in my humble opinion. That's gonna be one I probably at least look at taking a trade on, is CHZ. If there's requests, let me know. Morpheus Network might print you some dollar, by the way. Thanks, buddy. No problem. No worries. No problem. Morpheus. Do you have a ticker for Morpheus? I'm going to look at CHZ. I'm going to look at what the leverage you can use on CHZ is. I'm sure you can do leverage on CHZ. CHZ. So you can. How much leverage can you use? So you could do 200x short on this. Cross margin always. My margin is 144. Yeah. The Phantom short now is only down 30%. It was down like at least almost 200%. So nice dump on Phantom. I think so. I might be in 3 trades today. I'm in this lean along. I'm in this Phantom short, which might be starting to play it to the downside right now. My average is 24.35, almost at break even now. And this CHZ short looks juicy. At the top of a channel, overbought on the 1 hour. 4 hour, well, 1 hour's coming down, but 4 hour chart is still overbought. You got the 6 hour chart that, I guess that's oversold, but, and the 15-minute chart is oversold too, but still at the top of the channel. Can't break it, making lower highs. To me right now, there's no reason to not be in a short. Not, that's just, I'm going to probably enter short. I'm going to enter short on CHZ. I'm just telling you right now, after this stream, I could do it right now, but I prefer to do it on my phone. It's just smoother. 200x leverage short. I'll probably put like $5 in this, and then if I go to the 15-minute chart, I do a market buy, 200x short. I would definitely be having my stop personally at 7 cents. Right now it's at 6.73 cents. I'd have my stop at either 6.8 cents, or if you want to be really safe, you could do, that's too steep. I would probably have my stop at 682. Honestly, my stop would be 682 on 200x leverage. So that's probably the trade I'm going to take. I'm just telling you right now. That would be at most not even 5% of my account right now. So that's pretty safe in my humble opinion. But that's just probably the trade I'm going to take. So thank you for pointing that out. That looks like a beautiful short to me. And so this is where my stop would be. And yeah, I like that trade idea. I like that trade setup. If you guys have requests on TikTok, let me know. And otherwise, if there's no other requests, I'm going to end the stream. I'll be back live Saturday, 3 p.m. Central Time. Until then, trade safe and have a great week. Always use a stop loss. That's my tip of the day. I said that all the time. And this is going to be my trade of the night. I'm also in 2 other trades, like I've said, but this looks juicy to me for a short. So it looks like I'm going to enter this in a short position. I am curious what the market cap on CHZ is really quick. Also, I believe that we're in fear on the fear of greed index. Market cap is 360 million, so to me that, yeah, there's more downside action on CHZ. Fear of greed index is at 45, so we're in fear right now. We're not in extreme fear. I think that's probably anything below 20. I could be wrong about that. So just be cautious. It's going to be a volatile week ahead. It could be great for trading, could be bad for trading, but yeah. With that being said, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. Have a great weekend, Kelsey, or a great week. And I'll see you guys on Saturday for our next live stream. If you guys have requests, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys on Saturday. Thank you guys for joining. I will end the stream now.